So for today's inspiration, I'd like to speak about anxiety, because anxiety is the top 10 emotional hijacking that goes on in the brain. Remember that emotions are an energy. It has a very real chemistry in the bloodstream. So it's not just that you're out of control, it's that something is really occurring. So you're not just imagining it, even though it's your imagination that's creating the emotion, it is actually occurring inside you on a cellular level. So that's when you become a scientist and you become a wizard and you choose what you want that chemistry to be in your blood. So instead of having the emotional upheaval going on from the anxiety, and by the way, anxiety is simply a feeling of not knowing. It's a fear, of course. It's a belief that you have to control that moment and you feel like you can't, so it's overwhelmed. So it's fear of the future. So to come into a state of presence when you're being hijacked by anxiety, what you practice first is pausing. And pausing is a way, just like if you were pausing on your DVD player, where you stop, you halt, and you notice that you're having this hijacking going on by the anxiety. And I know for me, I'll always feel it in my throat and in here, in the solar plexus. So I'll notice that I'm having that feeling. So that's the first step, pause. And then the next step is to go into the breathing, be aware of the breathing, and allow, of course, the breath to deepen. But let that happen from a place of a feeling of expansion as opposed to just mechanically breathing deeper. When I say expansion, allow yourself to feel like, it's very much like if you were taking a picture and you expanded the lens. It's like you want to become more panoramic. You want to drop back into yourself so there's a sense of being right here in this instant, instead of focused, of course, on the emotional angst, the anxiety. So you deep breathe while you drop in what I can best describe as tenderize and soften back inside yourself. And then this allows you to breathe deeper. You practice this for 4 deep breaths, which is going to take about 20 seconds. And you're on your way back into being in a state of who you are, your true self, free of the emotional hijacking. So this is the best practice that I've found so far whenever the anxiety comes.